Curiosity takes off for Mars. Egyptians take off from protesting to vote. Obama says budget cuts won't hurt military readiness, and Iran threatens Israel with a hail of missiles. It's Monday, November 28, 2011, and this is news. A six-wheeled, 2,000-pound nuclear-powered Mars exploration vehicle dubbed Curiosity set out this weekend on an 8.5-month journey to the Martian surface. While the launch from Cape Canaveral atop an Atlas V rocket went off without a hitch, a spokesman from a protest group calling itself Occupy Solar System objected to the $2.5 billion mission, noting that 99% of Americans have no access to space exploration equipment. A NASA spokesman said the mission team does not expect any trouble from protesters next August when the vessel arrives on Mars. However, Curiosity is equipped for any scenario. Egyptians went to the polls Monday in the first parliamentary election since the uprising that ousted career dictator Hosni Mubarak earlier this year. The newly liberated Egyptians will select representatives for a parliament that experts say will likely be composed of a Muslim Brotherhood majority and will be dissolved next June by the nation's ruling military council. This as police and soldiers continue violent clashes with protesters in Cairo's Tahrir Square. The military council has assured Egyptians that legitimate elections will be held in 2013 or 14 or perhaps 17 to choose a man to serve as Egypt's first constitutional Lord of the Flies. Pennsylvania Senator Pat Toomey is calling on President Obama to refrain from drastic cuts to the Pentagon budget triggered by the failure of the Congressional Deficit Supercommittee. But the White House said the president will allow the $600 billion in defense cuts to occur. However, the president's spokesman said that America's military readiness will not be affected, thanks in part to a new generation of inexpensive fighter jets. And finally, today, Iran's defense minister said any Israeli attack on Iranian nuclear facilities would trigger a hailstorm of 150,000 missiles upon Israel. As if to put teeth in that threat, Iranian Defense Secretary Ahmad Vahidi placed an order for 5,000 copies of Adobe Photoshop, noting that with the graphics software, Iranian engineers would be able to rapidly multiply the number of missiles that appear ready to launch. Wait, this just in. Massachusetts Congressman Barney Frank has announced he will not seek re-election. A spokesman for the DNC said Democrats will have a hard time replacing Frank with someone who can rack up all of his accomplishments, especially regarding the financial services industry, without ending up in handcuffs and an orange jumpsuit involuntarily. For PJ Newsbreak, I'm Scott Ott. Click on pjtv.com throughout the day for your antidote to the obsolete media.